Hi, this is Nanette with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, July 15th, 2015. Looking at the next few days, the main fire potential impact is expected to be on Friday afternoon. Gusty winds will develop across the southern half of the Great Basin on Friday. However, hazardous fire weather conditions are really only expected across a highlighted area on the map. And that's because this is an area where we will see those gusty winds, low relative humidities, and where fuels are critical. So while much of the Great Basin will see gusty winds on Friday, the main area of concern is across portions of southwestern Utah and southern Nevada. Showers and thunderstorms developed again yesterday afternoon with a bit more widespread coverage than we've seen over the past few days. Some of these storms had some pretty heavy rain with them, and you can see, in southern Utah there were a couple of storms with over an inch of rain. There was also quite a bit of lightning associated with these storms yesterday. There were a few new fire starts yesterday afternoon, likely due to the lightning from those storms that we saw. The water vapor satellite shows a system moving out of the Great Basin today, and this will bring another day of showers and thunderstorms to much of the area. The other thing of note is a hurricane off the west coast of Mexico, and we will see some moisture from that hurricane this weekend. With drier weather across the western portions of the Great Basin, fuels there continue to dry. Gusty winds will develop this afternoon, mainly across western Utah. With low relative humidity in those areas, there is a potential to see some isolated critical fire weather conditions. Showers and thunderstorms will also develop again this afternoon, mainly across portions of Utah. On Thursday, we'll continue to see dry air move into the Great Basin, and as a result, shower and thunderstorm coverage will decrease on Thursday. Gusty winds are also expected again Thursday afternoon, but wind speeds will generally remain below critical levels. On Friday, a stronger system will drop into the Great Basin from the north, and as a result, we'll see increasing winds across the southern half of the Great Basin. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a potential for some critical fire weather to develop across portions of the southern Great Basin on Friday afternoon. Now, kind of the big question mark with Friday is whether relative humidity will be low enough to see these critical fire weather conditions. Right now, it looks like they're hovering right around the break point. So that will kind of be the determining factor on Friday, whether those critical conditions develop. On Saturday, that system continues to move south, and that will draw moisture up into the southern part of the Great Basin. That moisture is coming from Hurricane Dolores, and that will continue into Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, with the increasing moisture, we will see an increased coverage of shower and thunderstorm activity. Monday, it looks like drier air moves into the Great Basin from the west, which would bring a decrease in storm activity. Looking at fuel moisture conditions, they're generally still near to above average across much of the Great Basin. You can see the sites that are represented here are all above or near average. Finally, looking at the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below average temperatures and near normal precipitation. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Our contact information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.